so, our next inductee is a symbol of excellence, a master of his craft, and a beloved player who represented his nation with unwavering pride and passion. From his early days in Barcelona to his remarkable professional career, his domination in the paint, silky smooth touch, finesse, and high IQ would stay true. FIBA World Cup MVP and champion, two-time NBA champion, three-time Olympic medalist, yet his impact extends far beyond the court. He is dedicated to creating opportunities for the youth through his academy and foundation. He is elevating the women's game as a global ambassador for the FIBA Women's World Cup and shaping the future of basketball in Spain and beyond. Let's celebrate one of the greatest to ever grace the FIBA court.
Now he's gonna roll, he's gonna stay out, no, he's gonna put it on the deck, he's going in for the dunk!
There he goes! Oh! Unos, dos, tres!
Spain have won the gold medal. He's been carrying this team on his back.
Spain need him. Yet another record for Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol, yet again, finds himself with a gold medal hanging around his neck. It goes to Gasol! MVP award is announced. He's going to get it. One of the greatest European players of all time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pau Gasol.
Good evening, Your Highnesses, President of FIBA, my dear friend Andreas, distinguished guests, and my fellow inductees. Congratulations to all of you. What an honor to be in the same class, and the entire basketball family. It is an immense honor to stand before you today as a member of the FIBA Hall of Fame. This recognition is a testament of the collective efforts of family, first and foremost, teammates, coaches, all the staff members from every team that I've been a part of. I want to start by recognizing and appreciating the generations of players and coaches that came before me. Thank you for paving the way. Thank you for having grown the game. So a kid like me from a little city, San Boi del Llobregat, had the opportunity and the privilege to reap the fruits of the seeds that you all planted. 1992 was undoubtedly a key moment in basketball history. Olympic Games in Barcelona. The impact of the Dream Team was beyond inspiring. They provided me and many other kids around the world, just like myself, with a dream, something very, very powerful, a dream to pursue. They expanded the horizon of how the game we loved could be played. Growing up, I was kind of a late bloomer. I played in my hometown school until I was 12 years old. And I joined my first club a year later, after my dad brought to my attention an ad from a newspaper. It was called one of those Operation Heights. I guess I was tall enough to enter the trial. We looked at each other and you said, you know, why not? Let's give it a shot. The coach, I guess, liked what he saw in me, and I joined CB Cornellà for the next 3 seasons. After those 3 years of many learnings and the help of my coaches and teammates, I knew I was ready for the next chapter. I received offers from the top teams in Spain, but I was just determined to play for one team, FC Barcelona. And I did. I joined the team. I was the last player on the roster, but that didn't matter. I knew that through hard work, I was eager to earn my way up. Juan Montes, coach of mine, challenged me to become a better defensive player. Aito Garcia Reneses showed me the importance of attention to detail and building good habits. There were 5 amazing seasons with FC Barcelona. And then my NBA journey began in 2001 when I was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks, traded immediately to the Memphis Grizzlies. I was the second Spanish player to ever play in the NBA after the great Fernando Martin, also Hall of Famer. I was a young kid from Spain, excited and determined to step into a whole new world. A faster, more physical game, a different culture, a new language. But what I found in Memphis was a city and a team that embraced me. They gave me the space to grow, to learn, and at some point to lead. I'll always be grateful for that foundation. Later, joining the Lakers, I had the privilege of playing for the great Phil Jackson and his great coaching staff with some amazing teammates, none more important than my brother Kobe. Our connection went far beyond basketball. He was one of a kind. He challenged me, believed in me, and fueled the team every day to become NBA champions. I'll never forget how he welcomed me to the team. We built something special. You know, we won back-to-back championships. That's not easy to do. Through trust, accountability, unwavering commitment, and a shared determination. I miss him and Gigi very, very deeply. Thank you. The NBA taught me how to evolve, how to adapt, always finding ways to add value to my teams, from Memphis to LA, Chicago, San Antonio, and Milwaukee. I experienced different systems, cities, philosophies. Every stop shaped me, and I will always cherish the relationships that I made and the impact that each of those chapters has had in my life. Now let's start talking about La Familia. Representing Spain has been one of those greatest honors of my life. Wearing the national team jersey was never just about competition. It was about identity, pride, and purpose. I remember the first time I received my actually first physical letter inviting me to join an under-17 team to play the qualifying European Championship in Slovenia. I made the team, we did qualify, and that led us to win an under-18 European Championship next year in Bulgaria, and an under-19 World Cup in Portugal. They called us the Golden Boys. From my debut with the senior national team in the European Championship of Turkey 2001 to our last and final run together in Tokyo 2021, every moment has been truly extraordinary. We won 3 Eurobasket gold medals. We brought home a FIBA World Cup title and stood proudly on the Olympic podium with 2 silver medals and a bronze. But what meant the most was how we did it. La Familia is built on trust and respect and commitment and unselfishness. I'll name a few of my teammates because without them, I couldn't and I wouldn't be here today. Juan Carlos Navarro, Jose Calderon, Jorge Garbajosa, which I believe is somewhere around here. There is Jorge. Raul Lopez, Carlos Jimenez, Ricky Rubio, Rudy Fernandez, Sergio Yui, Sergio Rodriguez, Felipe Reyes, and my brother Mark, amongst many others. I'm sure some of those names sound familiar to all of you. They were not just teammates, they were my brothers. In Mark's case, obviously, quite literally. We fought for each other, believed in one another, and shared the responsibility of representing our country with pride and passion. Our coaches, give them a shout out. They were the conductors of our success. Javier Imbroda, Pepe Hernandez, Sergio Scariolo, amongst others. Their preparation, their trust, their understanding of our dynamics and helping us build those helped us become more than a team. They made us a force. We built something lasting. We inspired the next generation of Spanish players, and likely players from other countries around the world too. That's my hope. To believe that excellence, humility, and brotherhood are difference makers in their sport. And that legacy means a lot more to me than any individual accolade. As much as this journey has been defined by the teams that I've been a part of, it is equally shaped, and that sometimes goes unnoticed and unmentioned, by those I competed against. Great opponents make you better. They challenge your limits, push you to evolve, and motivate you to bring your best. So throughout my international career, I had the privilege of facing some of the greatest players and teams in this sport has ever seen. The matchups with Team USA, those Olympic finals were some of the most intense games that I've been a part of. Competing against some of the best, like Kobe, LeBron, D-Wade, Melo, KD, the list goes on. And the many games against France, Serbia, Lithuania, Greece, Turkey, Argentina, also Australia, and so many other great national teams. I'll never forget the competitiveness of players like Tony Parker, Dirk Nowitzki, who's also, I believe, in the crowd, Peja Stojakovic, Yao Ming, Manu Ginobili, Andrei Kirilenko. These were not just opponents. They were ambassadors of basketball in their own right. And we all elevated our sport. To all of them, thank you. To basketball fans, you have fueled me every step of the way. Your energy and passion for our game has always motivated me to want to do better. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. There's a quote by Kobe that goes, you have to work hard in the dark to be able to shine in the light. That the world often sees the medals and the trophies, the moments, the performances under the bright lights. But what truly defines and separates an athlete is what happens away from the spotlight. The commitment to strive to be the best that you can be. There's my son right there. There's my son. You see that power? That's incredible. It's inspiring. The commitment to strive to be the best that you can be. Here I want to thank two people. My former strength coach, Pau Gasol, who worked to develop my body. I was a pretty skinny dude, and he helped me put on some muscle for about 10 years of my career. And then my dear friend who's here in the audience, Joaquin Juan, who was with me in most of those dark, countless hours for almost 20 years. So just want to say thank you, Joaquin, for all the hard work, for the commitment. Teamwork makes the dream work, always. And behind every achievement in my life, behind every medal, every championship, every success, every moment, also the losses, also the hard ones, stands my family. They have been my greatest source of strength. My parents raised me with values that shaped me and shaped the person that I am. Integrity, humility, empathy, and a strong sense of responsibility. They both come from the medical field. They supported my dreams unconditionally, driving me anytime they could to practices, never missing a game, encouraging me to expand my curiosity both on and off the court, and reminding me that who you are as a person is more important than what you achieve. To my brothers, Mark and Adria, I feel so fortunate for all the things that we have shared, that we have built, that we have lived together. And I'm very proud of both of you, and I love you so very much. To my wife, Catherine, you are my rock, my love. I'm going through multiple moves towards the later part of my career, helping me transition after such a long basketball career is no joke, and dealing with a pretty hectic lifestyle and sacrificing so much of your own. Thank you. I love you. You're the best. To our wonderful children that are here present and they've made themselves noticeable throughout the night. Being your father is the most meaningful thing and most meaningful role in my life. You remind me every day of what truly matters. Thank you. As you see, I think our families, that's all true for all of us. Our families, are the engine behind everything. The sacrifices they made, the love that they've shown, the patience they have. It's impossible to measure how much of my success is truly theirs. So this honor belongs to them as much as it belongs to me. But in life, it's not about the end or the destination. What matters the most is the journey. And the journey continues. One of the greatest joy of my career has been witnessing the incredible growth of basketball around the world. Today, we see players from all different parts of the world competing at the highest levels, inspiring new generations in every corner of the globe. The game has become a universal language, and it brings people together, crosses borders. It reflects our shared values of teamwork, resilience, and passion. I'm so proud to have been a part of it, and I'm even more excited for what continues to come and what comes next. I also want to acknowledge the great progress we've seen in women's basketball. The women's game has always been filled with incredible talent, but in recent years, we've witnessed a new wave of growth and recognition for female athletes. The WNBA, FIBA competitions, and the rise of women's basketball at all levels are inspiring millions of young girls and boys to dream big and reach higher. The future of basketball must include everyone, and we must support and elevate all parts of the game. Let's continue to come together for the growth of our beloved sport. Thank you all very much. Muchas gracias. Shukran.
Thank you so much, Pau. Thank you for all you've done for Spain, for elevating our game, for creating opportunities for our future, for being an advocate for women's basketball, and special shout out to the kiddos who've been holding it down and have been very polite until he came up to speak, which I thought was pretty funny.